Hi there. Welcome to the new virtual reality kit. I'm going to talk about what's inside this bag. So you're going to receive a bag. Inside the bag has the Oculus Go VR headset. It's also going to have the controller. You'll have a charging cable and our charging pack, and then also a sanitary mask. You put them on like this, and you're going to be very popular. If you need some more of these masks, feel free to scan this QR code when you run out of them, and you can use more. If someone says they don't need this mask, you need to forcibly put it on them. They need it. Those are usually the people that are going through life not wearing these masks. I'm going to show you a little bit about the hardware on here. So you have a power button on the front that will turn it on. You also have your volume buttons. You can also plug in a headphone set, but it also has integral audio if you need it. Feel free to adjust the straps to make sure it's a comfortable fit. And when you put it on, you will also have a proximity sensor that will turn on automatically. We're going to program all of these with the VR content that you need to show everyone. And before we get into the VR, I'm going to show you a quick tutorial for how to actually use the controller. Just click this front trigger on the front. Do not press these buttons. These buttons won't do anything for you. Just click this one right here. You can click these ones, but they actually end up going back to the main menu. So when you're in the VR experience, only use this trigger, and it'll be a great experience. Now, let's get into the VR headset.
Okay, we are inside the Oculus Go, and here's a quick tour of the user interface. So this will tell you if you're on Wi-Fi, the typical Wi-Fi symbol, and then you have your menus here. So right now I'm recording, but you can go to navigate. That's where you're mostly going to be spending your time. And then to pay attention to your battery percentages. So the first one is your controller, and the second one is your headset. These also show up on your phone or tablets that this headset's paired to. First, let's go into settings and make sure that we're always connected to Wi-Fi. That's the best way to get the most current updates and make sure everything's working seamlessly. Let's also take a look at a few other settings that I like to edit in the power settings. For sharing with a lot of people, the auto wake up is great, as well as the auto sleep. I turn that off and change that to 15 minutes. That means that as you're exchanging the headset between many people, the app doesn't shut off and reboot. So this is a great way to make a really seamless experience in that case. To save on battery, you can turn this on and reduce this time. So let's go back to our navigate panel and go to library, and this is where the Acuity Brands virtual experience lives. And just click on open. And as that's opening, if there is an update, you'll get a notification as it's opening to say, do you want to update the app? And then you can update it at that moment. So it takes a few seconds to load. Once everything's loaded up, you can start navigating. So remember that the navigation is through just the trigger. So once you're inside the Acuity Brands virtual experience, all you have to do is click the trigger. Here's your pointer, and you can see how that running man through the portal highlights as you hover over it, and you just click on that guy, and you will transfer over to the venue experience. And you'll see all these icons light up. So you can just click with your trigger and close with the trigger. If you ever want to go back home, you can always just look at your feet, click that, and you're back to the main menu. And that is a quick tour of the Acuity Brands virtual experience.